Hi everyone, welcome once again to the Android Kenya channel, and for the first time in a long time we're looking at a device from Vivo. So this is the Vivo V23 smartphone. As you can see from the labeling here on the packaging, this is the Vivo V23 5G. So of course obviously that means there is 5G network coverage possible with this device if you get to use it. 5G is still new in Kenya, but that should change going forward as nationwide coverage is attained by Safaricom and others get to follow suit. So without further say, let's go inside this box, see what you're getting if you opt to grab this new device. So there we are. First things first, here is our device. Get this as well, put that aside. We're getting a clear plastic case. Here's a quick start guide. Here is your wall adapter. This should be what gives you the fast charging that we are getting with this device, that is 44-watt fast charging. Of course, here is something that's rare these days. We are getting some earphones in the box and 3.5mm headphone jack. So you're getting a 3.5mm headphone jack with the Vivo V23 5G. Here is a SIM tray ejector pin, and of course here's your cable, and you're still getting a USB type C to, so I have to go back on my word. Well, we are definitely not getting a 3.5mm headphone jack, given that we are seeing this. Anyway, we get to confirm that in a minute. That's as much as comes in the box. I don't think I've skipped anything, so we'll go straight away to the device. Let's confirm our fears. So first things first, this is the Stardust Black model. There is also a Sunshine Gold model, which I'll be telling you about shortly because of some special features it has, which this one doesn't have. Immediately at launch, which should be around the time you are seeing this, if you're an early bird to the channel, this is what will be available. Then later on we should be seeing the Sunshine Gold model as well. So this is the Stardust Gold, and it looks very nice. And at the back here, as we can see, we are getting a triple camera setup. It's headlined by a 64 megapixel sensor, and then we get an 8 megapixel wide angle camera, and then a 2 megapixel macro lens. At the front here we have a dual camera setup. It's headlined by a 50 megapixel selfie shooter, which is backed by an 8 megapixel ultra wide. So yeah, that's that. And on the side, as you can see, we have this very flat, nice finish, makes holding it nice. And there are your buttons. There is a volume rocker. This is what I'm sure is the power on off button. And at the bottom there, I have to take back my words once again. There is no 3.5mm headphone jack. We are getting a USB type C port, which is where this dongle they've included in the box will go into here. So if you are to take advantage of the earphones they've included in the box, you'll have to use this adapter to get going. At least they were thoughtful to do that. At the top we have a single mic, not much else. Of course we've talked about the camera and all, so there you go. And this other side, other than your network antennas here, there is not much going on. And of course, in addition to the mic and the speaker, there's also the this is the SIM tray. So this way you'll be slotting in your SIM card. Yeah, there's not much externally to say about that, other than there's of course this very flash full HD plus panel here. This is 6.4 inches. we're getting 6.4 inches here, and it should be having a refresh rate of 90 hertz. So, and under the hood here we should be having a MediaTek Dimensity 920, which is what allows us the 5G. On the Oppo Reno 6 5G we had the Dimensity 900, and since we've been using that device for a while, we can attest that it's been fantastic, even though we never got 5G coverage to then go ahead and say authoritatively how that goes. Let's power this device on and see what we get. So there you go, Vivo 5G. Here at least they give you an option to choose between gesture navigation and the 3 button, that is recent apps, back and home button configuration. I'll go with familiar territory here, and there we go. We are seeing the FunTouch OS branding. This is FunTouch OS 12 and it's based on Android 12. So there we go. Here is the home screen of the Vivo V23 5G. This is what you will get into on your first boot before you go ahead and customize the device to your taste. First things first, you're going to notice you have an albums app and an iManager there. Those are the Vivo apps. You can see there's a nano music player whose permissions you have to grant in the setup process. And then there's a shortcut to the Vivo website, and here's your settings app. So if you are to go into the display setting, we can see here the refresh rate automatically switches because of the smart switch feature, but you can put it where you want, the standard 60 Hz or the high 90 Hz refresh rate. We are seeing devices go all the way to 120 these days, and yeah, that should be pretty much it. There's an ultra game mode here. So what it does, it will bring up a sidebar when you're gaming, do picture in picture when you're gaming, pretty much make the entire experience better, maximize on performance, optimize better usage, all those kinds of things basically, so that you get the most out of your device in the most efficient way. Yeah, that should be it. Here's a good look at the UI. There you go. Here you can notice something. We have NFC enabled on this device. It's of course actually one of the things you can't miss is up here, and then on this notification shade up there on the status bar, you get to have the NFC icon. So that means is you can set up this to customize some of the things that you wish. Like for instance, in my case, that will be playing music on my home sound system. You can also do things like file transfer with nearby devices. Yeah, and here is the center of all the attention. That will be this camera. So this is the camera of the Vivo V23 5G. This is the front-facing camera. Google Lens is built inside, so you see I'm not signed into the network, so it won't capture anything, but these are some of the settings. You can choose your aspect ratio there. I like 16:9, but by default it's on 4:3. You can add a watermark, those kinds of things. And if you want to go the pro mode, this is where you get to choose that. You can add augmented reality stickers, can do time lapses, and there's also the dual view. I think we've explored the dual view in another device. I'm not so sure if it's from Oppo or who it is from, but we did encounter dual view somewhere else. There's a portrait mode here, then when it's at night, yeah, and then there's a night mode. See, even during the day it pops. Yeah, we'll be exploring all of these and summing them up in more coverage on the blog, so be sure to check androidkenya.com for all your coverage on the Vivo V23 5G. Of course, that is where we'll also update you with the pricing of this device. By the time I'm shooting this video, the pricing hasn't been announced, but we're just a few hours away from the official launch and reveal of the device in the country, so then we'll get to know everything about it, the pricing and all those things. But we're not done yet. Hold on for one more thing. So Vivo has provided me with this. This is a dummy phone. It's a dummy phone, but in reality this dummy phone gives us a glimpse of the other device that we don't have here. That is the Sunshine Gold model. This the Stardust Black, and this the Sunshine Gold model will look like this. So as you can see from here on the front, this labeling, the Sunshine Gold is what has the headlining feature of the Vivo V23, that is the color changing design. So this device, when exposed out there, it will change colors and all those kinds of things. For those that follow technology, you've seen the BMW that is doing so, that was demoed at the CES 2022. So this phone pretty much along those lines. Yeah, so that will be happening here. And even better, I have some cardboard here to demo something interesting. When you shine a light, here my two engraved giraffes, when you are to shine a UV light here, you should be able to leave a mark. So here's my UV light. I'm going to just expose this part so that you can see that color changing process. And there you go. So here are your giraffes. So this is what should be a big draw to many people with regards to the Vivo V23 5G. So the Sunshine Gold model will allow you to do this kind of magic, you know. Exciting, isn't it? So that's all about the Vivo V23 5G on this Android Kenya channel. Please subscribe and see you next time.